And guys, hope you're all doing really well. I'm absolutely fantastic and I can't wait to share this video with you tonight. Because tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 mistakes that you make when setting goals. And setting goals are so important to achieving whatever success you want out of life. Whether that's better health, better wealth, or more happiness. It all comes down to goals. And if you speak to every successful person, they will say they set the goal at the beginning. So I want you guys to get this absolutely right. And we can do that by avoiding these 5 mistakes. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 mistakes. So number 1, the first mistake you're making is you're not getting specific enough. You have to get absolutely crystal clear on what you want to achieve. For some of you, you start off as just saying you want to lose weight. Well, that's great. But how much weight do you want to lose? Exactly how much weight do you want to lose? Is it 10 pounds? Is it 10 kilograms? You might want to put on weight. You might want to put on some muscle. You know, is that 10 pounds? Is that 10 kilograms of muscle? You might want to make more money. Do you want to make an extra £100 a month? Do you want to make an extra £100,000 a year? Do you want to make £1 million, dollars, whatever it is? You have to get absolutely crystal clear. And then by doing that, you spark something off in your mindset. You spark some greatness off in your mindset. And this is what gets the ball rolling. Now, number 2 is you're not using when you're setting goals, you're not using the right language. So how many of you have ever said, I want something, or I need that? I should do more of that. I should lose weight. I wish I had more money. This is not the right language you want to be using when you're setting goals. You want to be using impactful, powerful language such as I am, I will, I do, I must. If you're using I want and I should and I need, it's very fluffy. And to your brain, to your subconscious, it's just a comment. You say, oh, I want to lose weight. And your brain just goes, great. Thanks for sharing. That's really nice. If you say, I am going to lose weight, your brain suddenly kicks in and goes, oh, right, okay, we've got a lot to do then. We need to go to the gym. We need to sort of diet out. It initiates you into action by using the right language. Declare it. Use the specific language. I am, I will, I must, I do. Make that change and you'll see incredible results. Mistake number 3 is you're not playing to your learning strength. Now, we all have a specific learning style. We'll have a mix of all. There are 4, and we'll have a mix of all 4, but we are mainly dominant in one area, and they are visual, auditory, verbal, and kinesthetic. For visual, if you are a visual learner, when you're setting your goals, you want to use vision boards. You want to make it as bright and as colourful as possible. Pictures of what you want, that big mansion or that holiday destination, that physique body that you've been wanting for so long. Make it as colourful as possible. And another little tip, put it up high. Put it up high somewhere you can see it. Because in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, when you look up, you engage the visual part of your brain. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you are auditory, you might want to record your goal. You might want to say it into your phone, and then when you're driving along in the car or when you wake up in the morning, you just want to play it to you over and over again, just so you can hear the goal, so you can hear it. You can hear it coming through constantly, just rooting itself in your mind. Number 3, if you are a verbal learner, you want to write it down, write your goal down, and then you want to read it aloud. You want to declare it like an affirmation, a declaration, and get in that habit of set some time aside during it might be once a week. It might be once a day. You might have one goal and you write it at the top of your journal once a day and then you declare it out loud. Or you could do this once a week. I actually write my goals I set myself time every Saturday morning to write my goals down. And then I also have declarations as well and affirmations, which I say. So yeah, that's the third learning style, and the kinesthetic learning style. So if you're a kinesthetic learner, you learn by movements and feel and touch. A tip I would use is probably use movement. Use movement. Say your goal using a movement, a specific movement that you can repeat every time you say your goal, and that just helps it sink in more. And the other thing you might want to add in, I like to do this, is the spiritual side. Put your hand over your heart and just feel the vibrations as you say your goal out loud, as you declare it. Just feel those vibrations. There's something really special in doing that, and there's real connection with yourself and the universe and what's going on. So really give that a go. Now, mistake number 4, and we are all guilty of it, but we listen to the little voice in our head. We listen to that little voice. So we're setting a goal, and the little voice kicks in. It says, "Oh no, you won't be able to do that much. Just tone it down a little bit. Just don't go too crazy or anything. Just chill out. Just reduce those. Oh, you want to lose 10 pounds of weight? No, that's a lot. Just lose a couple." No, don't listen to that. That is not good for you. Recognize it. Take note of what it's saying, and then just say, "Thanks for sharing. That's brilliant, but I'm going to lose my 10 pounds of weight." Don't listen to it. It's not there to support you. It's there to keep you safe. And achieving your goals will require you to get a bit uncomfortable. That is the nature of it. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And your little voice will do anything in its power to stop you from doing that. And a great question to ask yourself when you're setting a goal and you can hear your little voice kicking in, say to yourself, what if I could not fail? Because the possibilities are endless then. Absolutely endless. There is no chance of you messing up, of losing all your money, or injuring yourself, or whatever it might be. There's no chance of it. Just ask yourself that question, and it just suppresses that little voice and what it's saying. It just opens up a whole world of possibilities that you probably wouldn't have even noticed before. And number five, you don't set a deadline. You don't set a time frame to complete your goal in. Naturally, we are creatures of procrastination. Think back to school when you were doing exams, or university when you had a deadline, and you get set the deadline or the exam, and you find out that it's 3-4 months away, and you think, brilliant. I'm going to go out for a few drinks, I'm going to go muck around, play, I've got 4 months to do whatever I want. And that, when you don't set a time when you're setting goals, when you don't give that deadline, you are saying to yourself, you say to the little voice, I've got my whole life to do it. And your little voice then goes into procrastination. And there's no eagerness, there's no powerful, quick movement to take action, because there's no time limit. Whereas if as soon as you bring that exam or that deadline up close, things get a little bit stressful, don't they? And things, you do start to take action at that point. You do start to do a bit of revision, a bit of work. So set the deadline, because that will spur you into action. So these are the 5 mistakes when you set goals. So number one is you're not getting specific. Number 2 is you're not using the right language. Number 3, you're not playing to your learning strength or your learning style. Number 4 is you're listening to your little voice. Don't listen to it. It's not supporting you. And number 5, you're not setting the deadline. If you make changes in each of these areas, guaranteed success. Incredible things will happen. Give it a go. Right. Good night, guys.